Wow. Okay. Okay, I'm doing a collective reading. I didn't even expect to be able to go live. My iPad ran out of space, and I got to fix that, okay? Because it's a brand new iPad, okay? And it has 128 gigs on it, and I used it up that fast, and the videos I've deleted. So I got to find out. But I'm going to tell you something. Don't sync your stuff, because it I just realized that the same stuff that's on my phone is on this iPad, which is on the other iPad, which is who knows where else. I'm like, I don't need duplicates of all that, the same information. It's just taking up space. Okay. So anyway, I had to hurry up, and I had my hoodie down, but I had to put my hoodie on real quick. We're just doing a collective, okay? So it is what it is. I don't know what to tell you anymore. Now, I was doing one on Donald Trump, and I finished that one. I don't know if it's going to work out. So let's look again, okay? We're going to have to use another tarot, okay? We're going to use Awake. Awake tarot, okay? And we're going to wake it up on Donald Trump. And what happens? Uh-oh. Oh, okay. What happens, okay, once they release the Epstein files? What happens to them, okay? So can you tell us what happens once the Epstein files are released? What happens? Okay. As a matter of fact, what happens with Donald Trump and Trump's administration? Now, my card for Trump will be the Emperor. Okay, the Emperor or King. Okay, we'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. Now that it's all said and done, what happens with Donald Trump? Okay, when those Epstein files are released, regardless of what they did to him, what happens with Trump and his administration? Will there be repercussions or what? Okay, can you tell us in the near future what is going to happen? What's going on? The energy. Once those files are released and the public is able to see those files, because I think Donald Trump is nervous about those files, and what's making him nervous about the files being released is I'm pretty sure they reassured him that they've cleaned the files of him, and he doesn't have to worry about it. So go on and release it, okay? But at the same time, you know you're guilty, okay? You know you all up in there, and okay, I don't know about this. I'm gonna go on what y'all say, but I don't know. Okay, that's the vibe I'm getting. Okay, that's the vibe I'm getting. Yes. See, because I'm gonna tell you something with the files anyway. Okay, we want to see the pictures or the videos, because no face, no case. Okay. Hey, who is that? ATB at Bree 33, or is it ATB? Hello. Okay, I can't really see you because my screen is slanted so down, because I'm on a laptop, so you can see the so what do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers, because my screen is slant it down so you guys can see the card. Now, underneath it all is the Ten of Cups, okay? And that is emotional, and that's pissed, okay? So I don't know if the people are going to be pissed or if he's going to be pissed or both. Seems like everybody going to be pissed, even the kids, okay? So let's see. Oh, card someone. Okay. Make sure this is one. We have the Four Wands. Okay. So the Four Wands, when it's all said and done, when the files are released, okay, because it's going to take a while for people to go through the files, okay, for those files to be gone through, okay. So there's going to be celebration, okay. It's not going to be that much. Okay, they're just happy the files are going to be released, and now we get to look through it and see what they didn't omit it. We have the Seven, okay, of Cups in reverse. So there's going to be some type of clarity. We have the Eight of Wands, okay. There's going to be some clarity coming in. Now, don't think that just because it says clarity coming in, that it's going to be good news, okay? We'll be clear on the position of whoever's in those files, okay? We'll have to see. Okay. So there are going to be some people in that, in that file that are going to be moving on. Six of Swords. Yeah, they're going to be moving on to calmer shores. Yeah, these wands are pointed directly at them, going directly to this card. Moving on. We have the Knight of Wands. Okay. Now, they say this is a slow card, but he doesn't look slow. But what he does look, okay, it's like he's got he's ready to go. This horse looks like he's got energy. He's got the driver on top with the wand, okay? So that's some action. And there is news. So it's funny that they're facing, both of these cards are facing the Six of Swords, okay? Donald has not come in the picture yet, okay? We have the Page of Cups. So there will be some news coming in. Okay, see, because there's a fish in the cup. We also have Justice. Okay. The Sun. So there's definitely going to be some type of clarity. We have the Nine of Swords. Now, this Nine of Swords, okay, despair, nightmares, okay, headaches, bad dreams, unrest, okay, is going right over the Six of Swords, where I told you that they're going to be moving, moving, traveling, going elsewhere, okay? We have the Seven of Wands, okay? But it's in reverse. The Seven of Wands in reverse. So there's going to be some type of surrendering in some way, shape, or form. Maybe it could be confessions. You know, like Usher. These are my confessions. We got the high priestess. Okay. Ooh. She gonna be telling the business. Okay. The high priestess. She knows the secrets. So there is going to be some secrets coming out in regards to these files being released. Okay. It may not be necessarily in the files, but I think that with a release of these files is going to motivate other information to come to light. We have the King of Wands, okay? And this is going right under justice. Ooh. And that justice lady looks mad, okay? What is the King of Wands? Okay. So we'll say this is Trump because this is leadership, okay? The justice card is right over him, or he's over the justice card, okay? He's over the the seven of swords, the seven of cups, okay, in reverse, justice, and then we have the King of Wands, okay? And then right over here is the high priestess. This King of Wands is looking at the high priestess, okay, telling all his business, so to speak, okay? And we have the Four of Cups. That's going underneath or over right here below the Sun card, okay, which is going to be revealing. This is going to be revealing, okay, what he has been holding on to. Now, I don't know if it's going to come out in the files, okay, but there's news coming out with this Eight of Wands and the Sun revealing and the Four of Pentacles holding on to something. Whatever he was holding on to, right next to the King, whatever he was holding on to is going to be revealed. And then we have the World. Okay, we have the World. Now, the World, which is the end, okay, but it's a couple of cards away from Donald. It's going over the nightmares and the people running. It's going to be the end for some people. I don't know necessarily Donald, but it's going to be the end for some people. It's going to be the end of their careers, okay, in the White House. And then we have the King of Pentacles, King Money, okay? So King Money, I call him King Money. Egotistical, arrogant, okay? And that could be the lines of Donald Trump, okay? As far as, oh, excuse me. Okay. So I'm going to say this is representing Donald Trump, these two cards, the King of Wands, the King of Pentacles, okay? And he's got his leadership, he's got his ego, okay? And the World card, which is right next to him as well, is the end. But this man is determined, okay? He's not going to go down easy. We have the Six of Cups in reverse, okay? Six of Cups in reverse. There's going to be some bad secrets. It's going to be emotional. It's going to be some bad secrets coming out. This is give and take, okay? Actually, this is oh this isn't give and take. This is Six of Cups. This is back down memory lane. This is the nostalgic card. And we got this right underneath the high priestess, the keeper and teller of secrets. Okay. So these secrets are gonna be from back in the day. Well, okay, it's not like we don't know that, but these secrets go back. This stuff goes back in the day. We have the Empress in reverse, and this is going over Trump, the King of Wands. The Empress in reverse. Okay, uh, so there's going to be either a stop to Donald Trump or a delay, and then we have the Tower. Okay. And then we have the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay. And this is going over the World card. So this is right here, somebody making plans. Okay. But it's in reverse. Okay. So there's going to be a delay. Okay. And the fact that it's over the World card, which is the end of things. Okay, that it's going to bring an end to plans that people may have in his administration who want to jump ship, so to speak. Okay, we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. This is going over King Money. He's going to experience a loss. Okay, he's going to experience some kind of loss. And due to the fact that there's nine of them, okay, tells me that he's going to experience all kind of losses, okay, monetary, trust, losing his employees, okay, loss of just all kind of losses, okay, all kind of losses. Pretty sure some of them's going to be money, but he's going to experience some losses. And what this is telling me, because usually this is past, present, and future. This is going to be in the near future, okay? Which is usually I give it 2 months, okay? So the smoke and mirrors, okay, see, they agreed to release the files. So we got the Seven of Cups, the delusion card in reverse. So we're going to have clarity. It's going to be news. It's going to be travel. It's going to travel, okay? Oh, yeah. It's going to be traveling. People going to want to jump ship, want to move on. The sun is going to reveal a lot of stuff. So, yeah. So this Tower card is the shit hitting the fan. Okay. That's what's going to go on with this, with Trump. Okay. So we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, that's what happened. Once they release those files, okay, it's gonna be some let's go with 78 stories. Let's act 78 stories. Okay. That's this deck right here. Okay. See if I need to lift you up. What's going on? Okay. And we're gonna act 78 stories. Okay, because this is supposed to be a story for every card. Okay, well, we got a bonus card. There's two, I think, emperors. There's two emperor cards, but they depict different images. Okay, so we want to know, okay, what happens to Trump when the files are released? What happens to Trump? Once the Epstein files are released, okay, is he even going to release? Well, he's already signed for them to be released. We'll see what happens. What happens to Trump? Now that he has signed for the what did he sign? The bill or the order for the Epstein files to be released. What happens now? What can you tell us? What do you want us to know? Donald Trump has signed the bill. They're approved by the Senate, the Congress, the House, the Senate, and now signed by Trump to release the Epstein files. Okay? Now that he's signed, what now? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Okay, at the bottom of this reading is the 7 of coins. Okay, now this is a reap what you sow card. Okay, and this guy looks like he's pretty happy with his investment. Okay, look like he's pretty happy with his investment. Okay. This right here is the Hermit. Okay. It's time to meditate. Okay. It's time to do some soul searching. Matter of fact, get my there we go. Turn on some heat on my feet. Okay. Let's see what else. Yeah. So we have somebody that's went off, okay. You see that card? Look like he went off camping to go be alone, okay, and meditate and just chill. We have the Queen of Swords, okay, and she looked like she just got up, okay, and she's got a hanger, got her house shoes on, okay, and she's just waking up and she's not feeling it. She's not feeling it. Okay. The Queen of Swords. Okay. So, we have the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay. This man is sitting there in the bedroom and he's on the floor. Doesn't look like he's too happy. Okay. And this is in reverse. We have Temperance in reverse. And this tells a story, okay. It looks like he's handing her a clock. Is that a clock? It looks like a clock, okay, to take her time. But it's in reverse. So there's a rush. We have the Chariot, okay? Chariot is moving fast. And just like the Temperance is in reverse, okay, we got the Chariot right next to it. I just had an intuition that this is like people are going to be, can't wait to leave, can't wait to go, impatient to go. We have the Two of Wands, okay? So this person is sitting at the computer and looking at things, okay, and looking like they're trying to make a decision, but it's in reverse, okay? So whatever plans they're making, there's going to be some delays. There's going to be some delays. We have the Five of Coins, okay? We have the Five of Coins. This lady, she's got a sale for 80%. 80% off on the fingernail polishes. She doesn't want to see that because she's trying to hold on to her money. Okay? She's trying to hold on to her money. She don't want to see a sale. You know how we are when we see a sale. 80% at that. Okay? And then we have the World in reverse. So this looks like I don't know what they're doing there, okay, but he looks like I don't know where he could be. I don't know where he could be, but he looks like it's the end. He's checking out, but it's in reverse, okay. So it's not over yet. It's not over yet, okay. And we have the Six of Coins. Okay, he's making some donations. And this is going right over the Temperance card. Okay, hurry up and rush. So I think that in order to smooth over this situation, that there's going to be some type of charity offered. Okay, some type of charity offered. I don't know if it's going to be to the people or to the Democrats, okay, or whatever, but there's going to be something offered, and it looks like it's going to be in the form of money, okay? And then we have the Moon. Okay, I see what they're saying. We ain't getting nothing, y'all. Back it up. We have the Moon, okay? So the Moon is going to reveal where the money been going, or some type of money, because I have been hearing about donations being made, okay? Oh, sheesh, no wonder. Hold on. Here we go. We have the Four of Swords, okay? And that just looks like somebody who's just chilling. Um, got his computer, got his book. Yeah, just chilling, just resting. But it's in reverse, okay? And what is this? The Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah. So this is a rest card. Regardless of which way it goes, okay, it's really telling you to rest. Okay. And then we have the Ten of Cups in reverse. People are going to be pissed. People are going to be mad. People are going to be mad. And we have the Eight of Wands in reverse. Okay. Yeah. He's throwing his darts. He's playing darts, and he's hitting all them high points. Okay. Did he get bullseye? He didn't get bullseye. Okay, but it's in reverse. So there's going to be some type of frustration going on, okay? Because things are not moving fast enough. We've got judgment. So, and then we have the Page of Cups in reverse, okay? So we have some emotional immaturity, okay? And that might have to do with the victims. The victims, okay, might be upset. We got the High Priestess. There she go. There she go. And we have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So we have the Ten of Cups going over the Nine of Cups in reverse. Seems like there's going to be some secrets coming out and people are going to be pissed. People are going to be pissed. Okay. There's going to be unfulfillment. There's going to be disharmony. Okay. Maybe because what they see in the files, okay, it's going to piss them off. The files may not be complete. Okay. We have the Ace of Swords. Yeah. In reverse. So there's definitely going to be some lies and some corruptions going on, okay? And then we have the Page of Wands in reverse. That's going right over here on the Judgment card. So we have the Empress in reverse. Okay, so it seems like these files will be coming out, okay? They may be stalled, okay, but they will be coming out. But people are going to be pissed. Okay, I don't know why they're going to be pissed, if because of what's in the files or because of the way the files are presented. The people are going to be pissed. They're not going to like it. Okay, but there is going to be some light on where money has been going. I do see that. I see that um, in both reads. There's going to be some light shed. Okay. And then I left a card out, and that's the Three of Cups. Okay. So people are getting together and they're going to be talking about this. They're going to celebrate. But what they're going to celebrate, I don't know. Because this seems to be a vague reading on this particular read. Seems to be vague, okay? It could be a celebration that the files is out. It could be a celebration that there's nothing in the files. It could be a celebration that there is something in the files, okay? So, we'll see. What my thoughts are that it's not going to surprise me if the files have been doctored, okay? But at the same time, I don't care because the truth is going to come out. Okay, the dirt comes out in the wash, and I feel like, regardless of what they try to do to those that information, okay, it's going to come out. It's just going to come out. It just will. That's karma. That's just the way it goes. Okay. Now, I also wanted to do a quick read on Rihanna and Chris Brown. I want to know what the energy is with Rihanna and Chris Brown, okay? And we're gonna use broke bitches. That's my card for her, okay? Didn't she have that song, "Bitch Better Have My Money"? Okay. Well, let's see what the dynamics are between her and Chris Brown. Now, I don't know if they're lovers or friends or if this is a homie love affair. I don't know, but it doesn't hurt to ask because I've been wondering. Okay, with all this stuff coming out, people keep asking me about the relationship between her and Chris Brown, but I haven't really looked into it or had a desire until earlier. And I said I'm gonna do a read. Okay, let's read on. Let me get me a water, okay? I don't have anything to drink, and I'm sitting up here thirsty. Okay, that didn't take long. Now did it? Okay, so Chris Brown and Rihanna. Let's see. Okay, thank you for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And okay, folks. Let's see, what do we have? Chris Brown. What can you tell us about Chris Brown and Rihanna's relationship? Okay. What do you want us to know? Okay, between the two of them. Uh, I know she's attended his concert. Her best friend, she goes to Chris Brown concerts. So they do have some type of rapport. Okay. But what exactly is it? What exactly is it? What do you want us to know about the energy between Rihanna and Chris Brown? Thank you for your answers. They're greatly appreciated. What do you want us to know? And this, oh, I told you the deck. Okay. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck of this reading is the Page of Swords. Okay, so the Page of Swords, oh yeah, that's Chatty Patty. That's Chatty Patty. Okay. Curious, okay. Chatty Patty. So they just chat buddies. Okay, for right now. Let's see what the cards say. We have the Ace of Wands in reverse. And this says that this is a fear of change, unmotivated restlessness. Okay. For some reason. We have the Empress. Okay. So there's some growth in their relationship. Okay. There's been some growth. They matured. Okay. Nurturing. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. Now, this talks about seeing the truth. Okay, no right path analysis. Okay, so I don't know. I see. You see, this lady is just stuck in the middle of the road. Okay, she doesn't know which way to go. She can't decide. Okay, but this is in reverse. So she has decided. Okay, and then we have the Four of Cups in reverse. Okay, and this is a, showing gratitude and focus. Okay, so I think that it's saying that she's just showing support. Okay, and we have the Seven of Cups. So right here we have the smoke and mirrors. Okay, the illusions, fantasy. Ooh. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this talks about a disgrace, a mob mentality, an ego check, and that's going over this one right here, which is the Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, then we have the Fool in reverse. Okay, and this also talks about procrastination. We have the Devil. The Devil is in reverse. So this talks about the Devil in reverse on this card. It talks about reclaiming your power, a release, independence. Okay, and this is going on the Two of Swords, where the decision, like I said, in reverse, where a decision has been made. Okay, so yeah, we have the King of Wands in reverse, though. There's the King of Wands, and this is in reverse. And this talks about somebody who has a bad temper. Mm. Now, I wonder who that could be. Okay. Mm. We have the Four Swords, okay? And this is in reverse. So this talks about, it's in reverse, somebody who's burnt out, mental strength, lack of sacrifice, okay? Then we have the Queen of Coins. That's Queen Money right there. We know who that is. Mature, successful, practical. Okay. We have the Page of Cups. And this is somebody who wears their heart on their sleeve, who's a daydreamer. Okay. They're sensitive. And then we have control, focus, and willpower with the Chariot. Okay. And that's going right here over the Devil in reverse about reclaiming your power. Okay, so I kind of see the story that's playing out right here. Okay. And we have the world, completion. Okay. End of a cycle. So now we have the Ace of Cups. New relationships, pure intentions, and joy. Okay. Let me slow down right there because I'm getting a story here. And it's telling me that in the beginning, okay, their relationship was immature, emotional, okay? And over time, okay, right, as they start to grow, we have maturity, especially coming in Rihanna, okay? And that she has regained her power. Okay, she has moved on. So the world card coming in right here is saying that that relationship, those dynamics have ended. That cycle is completed. Now we come up with Rocky. She's found somebody else, a new relationship, okay, pure intentions, okay, and she's happy. She's happy with this gentleman. Okay. We have the five of coins. Okay. But there's going to be some financial hardship. Okay. She's going to find a little bit of a struggle. That could be either or. Okay. Or both. And we have the King of Cups in reverse. Okay. So this is going over the Page of Cups. So this is somebody right here who's greedy, materialistic, and corrupt. That's what the card says. Okay. And that is the King of Cups in reverse. Okay. We have the Ten of Wands. Okay. And somebody is being taken for granted. Okay. And because of that, this has become a burden. Okay. Now, I don't know because that card can go either way. I can see that going either way. I could see that her being the star in the relationship, okay, maybe him being at home with the kids, being in the background, okay, has become a burden after a while, okay. I can also see it from her perspective, okay, her making all the money, okay, and having to do this and do that, okay, she's burnt out. It could be both at the same time, okay, could be both at the same time, okay, but I think it's a thing of my baby daddy situation. He my baby daddy. Then we have the Five of Swords, okay, so there is going to be some kind of conflict, okay, with the Five of Swords coming out. We have the Nine of Swords. Oh, Lord. Okay. So we got the Five of Swords and the Nine of Swords. So there's a feeling of depression, anxiety, okay? Feeling hopeless, okay? Um, Now, I had read on Rihanna and Rocky before, okay? And this just reiterates the fact that I feel like there's things that, which is their business, okay, that's going on in the background that we're not seeing. Now, I am hearing little leaks here and there, okay, about cheating and spending money and all this, okay, in their relationship. Okay. But when you see Rihanna, you usually see Rihanna always smiling. Okay. Then we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. So this is a hopeless romantic, okay, idealistic, okay, and that's probably the part that she likes about him, okay. We have the Nine of Cups in reverse. So we have, oh, okay, that's going over the King of Cups too. The King of Cups in reverse. Somebody who's materialistic, okay, got an ego. And then we have the Nine of Cups in reverse going over that. And this talks about somebody's having shattered dreams, underachieving, and negativity. Uh-huh. So this Ten of Wands, okay, that I didn't know which way it would go. Well, it still can go either way, but this seems to be talking about ASAP, okay, and he's feeling, yes, I can see him feeling an underachiever. He doesn't have as much star power, okay, and fame as Rihanna, and it's making him feel some type of way. It's causing a burden. He may not say anything, or maybe he says something behind the scenes, okay, but that is it, he has an issue with that, okay, but at the same time, I don't see him taking that money and using it for his career, or maybe he tried. I don't know, but I don't see any efforts, okay, in him that I know of, than him being put out there and trying to at least do something with his career. Okay, he got her, he got money, he can buy a hit, he can buy a hit song. Okay, sure. We have the Eight of Wands, okay, communications, and there's going to be some rapid change. Oh, and it's going to have a domino effect. Okay, so it all falls down. It's going to have a domino effect. So there's going to be some news. Oh, coming in. Okay. Mm-hmm. Doesn't look like it's going to be all that good going over the Ten of Wands. The Eight of Wands and the Ten of Wands. Okay. And then we have the Page of Wands in reverse. Now, this talks about being gullible, being impatient, and procrastinating at the same time. Mm. And then we have the Emperor. We have the Emperor here, who is dependable, has the authority and the structure. Okay, so at the same time that he's possessing these negative traits, there's positive traits that she really likes about this gentleman that stand out. Okay, and he's a romantic. Okay, he uh he has that chivalry. Okay, that ladies man. Okay, and he also is dependable. Okay, and he knows how to take charge. Okay, uh so she likes that about him. Okay, and yeah, so maybe that's what she's looking at. Okay, nobody's perfect, nobody's perfect. Okay, so at the same time, it's all up to her. So with that said, can you tell us, okay, what is going to happen with their relationship? Okay, her and Rocky. Okay, we looked at Chris Brown. Okay, as a matter of fact, wait a minute. Okay, see, I'm getting confused. Okay, we doing Chris Brown. Okay, and the thing with Chris Brown, my conclusion with Chris Brown and her relationship is okay that it's over. They're just friends. Okay, everything okay, I was showing okay how their relationship okay was okay in the past, and how they both have grown and matured. We had the world card that came and put it in. That cycle is over. And then she had started with a new relationship, and that's when ASAP Rocky came in. Okay, so that's what that is right there. Okay, so what I'll ask is, okay, what becomes of ASAP and Rihanna? Do they get married? Okay. Do they have more children? What can you tell us about this ongoing relationship? Okay. Now, the thing I can say about Rihanna is, unlike some of these young girls, you don't see her going from, well, she's had other relations, I believe, okay, in between Chris Brown and Rocky, okay, but you don't see her going from man to man to man to man like I see some of these women. But I ain't want to talk. You didn't hear it from me. Oh, did I tell you everything in this live is alleged? Okay, we just kicking the breeze for your entertainment. Okay, and my interpretation. Yes. So, what can you tell us about their relationship now that she's got 3 kids by this gentleman? Now that she's went from Chris Brown to Rocky, okay, because these are what I call a relationship. Because I don't know how long she dated Chris Brown, but she dated him for a minute, and then now she's got ASAP Rocky, who I believe she's been with for 5 years. Okay, what can you tell us? Can you give us a little insight into their future? Okay, I don't normally do future energy, okay, but the near future, okay, because the energy that is in their near past, okay, some of that energy is going to be projected into the future. What can you tell us? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers on ASAP and Rihanna's future relationship, near future. Okay, people, you ready? Okay, we have the 5 of Cups. Somebody gonna be left out in the cold. No, that's the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Cups is trauma. Okay, I got to get a vision because see, these cards are different. So when it says the 5 of Cups, I have to get the vision. Okay, so we're talking about a loss, walking away from what no longer serves you. 5 of Cups, despair. Okay, that's going to be underneath this reading. So yeah, so there's going to be some type of loss. Let me see what this says. Yeah, it says loss, disappointment. Okay, let's say disappointment. Okay, so that's what's going to be underneath this reading is sadness and disappointment. Okay, and we're talking about their future relationship. the future energy between ASAP Rocky and Rihanna. We come out with the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, and that is usually somebody making plans to move. To move forward. But okay, this talks about returning home. Okay, and unhappy with the choices. Okay, unhappy with choices that have been made. Excuse me, made, whatever that is. Okay, we have the Ten of Coins in reverse. Okay, so, oh, okay. And in the rumors, I was hearing about them spending his money, him spending her money, and the family members talking about, and she doesn't want to hear it. And this right here talks about financial collapse, money disputes, family fallout. So I take it that there's going to be some more issues with money. And we have the Four of Swords in reverse. Okay. Now, the Four of Swords is your rest cards. Okay. And whether it's reversed or not. Okay. But it also, okay, talks about being burnt out and not taking care of yourself. Okay. We have the Three of Swords. So that's heartbreak and betrayal right there. Heartbreak and betrayal. So sadness. Just like the card underneath, sadness. It says sadness. This is the future, the near future. We have, the hangman. Okay. So there's going to be some type of sacrifice, some type of uncertainty. And look on this card, on the Three of Swords, the heartbreak card, it says she got a box and it says Dave's stuff. Okay, so I guess she putting his stuff out. Okay. We have the devil in reverse. Okay. Ooh. Now she got this card with what's his name? With Chris Brown. She got the devil in reverse. So she's going to have a release. I think she's going to do a Chris Brown on him. Okay. I think because one thing about Rihanna, she does have family support around her, okay, on her decisions. And when she's making bad decisions, okay, like she did with that situation with Chris Brown, and the family came to her rescue, talk to her and whatever, okay, that may be the same situation here because she's got the devil in reverse, okay. So we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So this talks about, in reverse, this talks about nowhere to run, rocking the boat, trouble coming. And this is right here with the money, right underneath the Ten of Coins. We have the Eight of Swords, okay. Somebody's going to be feeling trapped. Hey, Snowflower. And blinded to the truth. Blinded to the truth. Not handcuffed to the fence, Okay. So I think what's coming to my intuition is, okay, from what I'm hearing about how they say she don't want to talk about it. She changed the subject. She gets mad. Okay. She don't want to hear it. I think she's going to come whatever he does. Okay. Something's going to trigger her. Okay. To wake the hell up. Okay. And, see the forest for the trees. She's not going to be able to run from the truth like she's been doing. So something is going to happen, something he does, something, okay, where she's going to it's going to click for her. The world, ooh, the end. So yeah, that's going to be the end of a cycle. Wow. Now that's pretty much the same thing that came up with Chris Brown. Okay. She's going to regain her power. Okay. And she's going to walk away from it. She's going to move on. The end. And he's going to be, I don't know. We'll do some cards and see what his future is going to be. Okay. The Ten of Cups. The family is not happy. Ten of Cups in reverse. We have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Okay. Yeah. This is a follower, somebody who's not focused, okay, and he is gonna miss his chance. Mm. We have the Six of Wands in reverse, okay, with that disgrace and mob mentality. Now he want to fight. Now he want to fight. Okay. Mm. Oh, we got death. So this is going to be the end. Okay, there's going to be a transformation. It's going to be the end. We got the world right here that's telling you it's the end, but he want to fight. You see, because the kids, okay, yeah, we got the kids, not a happy family. He's pissed. He want to fight. Okay, see, but it's the end. She's going to move on. It's the death card. Okay, the death card upright. The death card upright. That means that something's ending and something's beginning. We got strength in reverse. Okay. She's going to start doubting herself. She's going to feel vulnerable. Okay. Or maybe he is. Okay. But there's going to be a weakness. There we go with the Seven of Cups. Okay. She might give him another chance. She just is delusional, wishful thinking. Let's see. We got one more row here. Okay. I don't know. What card is this? Oh, this is a cheat sheet. I don't know what the heck this is. It says cheat sheet. I'm gonna put that under the Knight of Swords. Cheat sheet. I don't know why, but I'm gonna put cheat sheet on him. I've never seen that card come up in here. But we have the Ten of Swords. He's done. He's done. We have the sun in reverse. So instead of saying he's done, I'm just going to say that relationship is going to be done. The sun is going down on it. Stick a fork in him. He's done. The relationship is done. Okay. We have the 4 cups in reverse. Okay. The 4 cups in reverse. Okay. So they're going to receive the opportunity. And we have the 3 of coins, okay, in reverse. So that teamwork that they used to do and all that kind of stuff is okay. They not on the same page. That's what it says. Lacking skill, unmotivated, not on the same page. Okay. She not going with that. She's not down with that. Okay. It's gonna be the end. Okay. So I don't know. I'm going with the cards say, and what the cards say is their relationship is going to be over soon. Okay, we'll take that as in the next 2 months, you guys. Okay, we will come back and check it out, look at it. Okay, yes, see what's going on with their relationship. Let's look at ASAP Rocky. Okay, what happens to ASAP? Okay, let's wake it up on ASAP. Let me see. Should I use this? Let me see what else. Anything jumping out at me? Let's get the Astro Matrix on his little behind. Okay. Yes, boo-boo. They even got them a nice little thick book. Okay. Yes. So in case we get stuck. Yes. Okay. What do you want us to know? Wait, hold on. Let me get the tray. Mm-hmm. What happens with ASAP Rocky, okay, if him and Rihanna, their relationship breaks up? If their relationship breaks up, what happens to ASAP Rocky? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Yeah, because I've been hearing rumors about him cheating, spending up her money, okay, buying expensive stuff or whatever. I don't know. Okay, now I did a reading on them not too long ago, and it said that he was cheating in the cards. Okay, I didn't know if he was cheating or not. I thought they made a good couple. Okay, I still like them together. They make a good couple. Got beautiful kids, but okay, there's no way. Okay, I'd be making all that money, and you sitting up here cheating on me. Okay, say. I don't know. I don't know these men. Well, women do it too. I know that, but we ain't talking about that. We talking about them too. Okay. Say, okay. And then if you are cheating, okay, it shouldn't be getting back to the other partner. Okay. You sloppy. Okay. How you think she gonna feel you embarrassing her? Okay. So what happens to him? Okay. When they break up, what happens to ASAP Rocky when it's all said and done? Uh-oh. Hate when it messes up like that. Okay, I gotta shuffle again. I can't leave it on a bad shuffle. Yes. What is the energy if Rihanna and ASAP Rocky split? What is the energy? What happens with ASAP Rocky? What's his future looking like? What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. So what's at the bottom of this reading? Okay, wait. See, this is what gets me. I think these cards, man, okay? Boy, the Five of Pentacles. He's going to be left out in the cold. Loss. Okay. It's his loss. That's what it's telling you. Okay, so let's see. What else? Because you know we nosy. What else? Oh, the Queen of Wands in reverse. The Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. Jealousy, dishonesty, and manipulation. Let's see what it says in their own book, though. What is this? Queen of Wands? Well, here it says that there's going to be a need to socialize, increasing your self-esteem. Okay, so yeah. Oh, we got the devil. The devil's in the details. What's that about? What is that about? We have the Five of Swords in reverse. So this is some type of conflict being avoided. Okay. On the Five of Swords in reverse, say. This also talks about deceit and resentment. We have the Five of Wands. They're gonna be fighting. He's gonna be fighting. Okay. Gonna be some conflict. So this is telling us this doesn't signify a person. It seems like they're telling us how he's going to be feeling or what type of person he's going to be. Okay. If they split up. Okay. And he's going to be jealous, resentful. Okay. He's deceitful. Okay. There's going to be conflict. He's going to want to fight. Just like I said in the other reading. Oh, now you want to fight. The Tower is in reverse. Okay. So that is avoiding or delaying. Okay? Avoiding or delaying. Okay? This one talks about overcoming fears. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. Okay? So that is some negative energy. We have the Queen of Pentacles. There we go with that money, Queen money. And that's going over with the devil. We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. So he's going to be looking for some money. He's going to be looking for some money. Seven of Wands. Okay. He's going to be looking for some money. And the Seven of Wands is going over the Five of Wands. Goodness gracious. So he's going to be defensive. Okay. He's going to jump on the defense. Temperance. Okay. Now that is self-control. Okay. Self-control. Now that could be either refraining from drinking and drugs. That could be refraining from your temper, controlling your temper. Okay. That could be just chilling out. Okay. Six of Pentacles. There we go with the give and take. He wants some money. Okay. and he's holding on to something. So with the Four of Pentacles. So he's going to want some money to hold on to. We have the Queen of Wands. I mean, the Queen of Swords. Excuse me. The Queen of Swords. Okay. She going to give it to him. Okay. She's going to give it to him. She's going to think about it probably in a, let's be fair, because you have been with me, okay? You have helped me or whatever, okay? Whatnots, okay? She's going to give him some money, okay? We have the Knight of Swords, okay? So we have the Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords, okay? But he gonna be doing some lying. So something ain't right with him, okay? Now, this is somebody who's just vicious and impulsive and just demanding. But she's facing him. Okay. And he the king of wands in reverse, sitting up there with his little self-righteous behind, okay? And she's like, got a sword? Yeah, I'll give you some money. Mm-hmm. King of Pentacles, King Money. So we have the King of Money and the King of Swords in reverse, okay? He's going to demand some money. We have the Fool. Now, I think he's going to be a fool with that money. You know how they say a fool and his money are soon parted? Okay. And we got the Star. Everybody going to know about it too. Going to shine a light on it. We got the Page of Swords. Okay. That's the spy in the camp. That's Chatty Patty. Chatty Patty. Okay. She gonna come and whisper in your ear. Okay. We got the Two of Pentacles. Okay. He's gonna find some type of balance. And we have the Lovers. Okay. We have the Lovers. He's gonna agree. She's gonna give him some money. He's gonna agree with whatever. Okay. He's gonna come to an agreement. Okay. But yeah. So he's not okay. So in other words, okay, what it's saying here is that everything's alleged. Okay. If they break up, okay, he's not walking away empty-handed. He'll get some money out of this relationship. Okay. He will definitely get some money out of the relationship. Okay. Any questions you guys want to ask before I go? Any questions you may have for Rihanna and ASAP, Chris Brown, Donald Trump? Mm-hmm. Anybody want some tea on them? Okay. Let's see. Okay. I want to do some true crime on Donald Trump real quick. You just see real quick what the cards say. Okay. About Donald Trump. Okay. Let's just see. True crime. Okay. Let's get the detectives on them. Okay. What can you tell us about Donald Trump agreeing to release the Epstein files? What's the energy behind that? What's really going on? And then I'm gonna do a video. Okay, my mom was telling me that she sent me an article. I have to read it though, so I can throw some cards on it about Donald Trump letting the other countries come over here and drill. California, Alaska, and I forget the other country. I don't know if it's Hawaii. I mean the other state. Okay, but it was three of them. And I'm like, well, what they gonna come over here? What do you got them coming over here drilling for? I think oil. Well, if they can drill for oil, we can drill our own oil. What? Okay. But yeah, they saying that he made an agreement. So that could be what these files is about. Okay. How do I distract the people? The best way you could distract these people is let them files go. That's the only chance you got. The only distraction. That's why I say when they release them files, okay, you better be looking because there's something else going on. I believe it's smoke and mirrors, okay? And they didn't clean them files up. Everything's alleged, okay? And now they ready to release the files, okay, so that they can continue to. And you know, the thing about it and what pisses me off about this whole situation is that is our tax money. That is not their money to just take and put in your pocket. How dare you take money from the American taxpayers and put it in your pocket and then turn around and look down on us? Like we ain't nothing. We ain't got nothing. No, we ain't got nothing because you took it. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Oh, and then the whole thing about it is, how dare you sit up there and look down on others when you're a bunch of criminals up there? You got your wealth because you stole and you cheated. So what crimes are in the air with Donald? Okay. Now that he's agreed to release these Epstein files, what do you want us to know on his crimes? Has he committed any crimes? Okay. Will the files reveal any crimes? What is behind this whole situation? What's the energy going on with the release? With Donald Trump agreeing to release these files. Okay. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your interest. Okay. Yeah, we're going to get some true crime up here. Say. Okay. Well, look at there. The first card up, justice. Okay. Revenge. So we out in the desert, okay? And it's hot. It's hot. The information is hot. There's greed. Inside jobs. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Okay. Celebrity. Ooh. There's still people alive. Okay. And I don't know if they could be out in the desert. There are also some things that are going to be hidden because of the greed. Natural disaster. So they're going to make it like it is what it is when it ain't, because it ain't. Something to deal with waters, and I believe that has to do with overseas, as they say. caregiver. There's some debt. There's also life insurance. Okay. Something about grandparents. Okay. I think this is, ooh, I wonder, is this has to do with the health insurance on the senior citizens? What would that be? Medicare, Medicaid, um, and the retirement funds, the children. Ooh, and the children overseas. Mind control. Intuition. Families. So that's I think that has to do with, I'm seeing the families and I'm seeing grandparents, okay? And it's around this life insurance, which I think is the health insurance, which is life insurance, okay? I don't have a health insurance card in here, but that will suffice, okay? Suicide. People have killed themselves, okay, behind this. There's marriages and weddings. Oh, that's going over the kids. And you know, that came up before. Okay. So they were traveling by boat, traveling over the waters. Okay. Uh-huh. It had to do with some type of love. Okay. If you can translate that. And they're partying. Uh-huh. Landfill. Okay. Landfill. So it's a lot of dirt, a lot of dirt, a lot of trash on these people. A lot of trash. So much trash, okay, it'll fill up a landfill. Allegedly. So that's going to end my video, okay? Donald Trump, and we had Rihanna and her relationships with Chris Brown and ASAP Rocky, and I do believe that that friendship between her and I, you know what? That's one thing I got on my intuition. Always told me that the relationship with her and Chris Brown. I mean, now, you know, after all, it's the smoke has cleared. It's just a friendship and more respect for one another. Okay. Who knows? I wonder what. Oh, I wonder will they get back together? Her and Chris Brown, because he's not married to anybody. She's not married to anybody. I think they each have 3 kids. 3 kids apiece. They get together and be a Brady Bunch. How about that? Okay. Give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you have any questions or any requests, leave them down in the comment section. But most of all, stay blessed. Bye.